Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the webinar on Israel tourism. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar by Israel Tourism. My name is Disha, and I will be your host for today's session. I would now like to welcome our speakers for the day. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Sami Yahya, Director of Israel Tourism in India, and Ms. Amruta Bangera, Director of Marketing for Israel Tourism. Sami, we are so glad that you have gathered here today to share your insights on Israel's tourism offerings. Just a little housekeeping notes before we get started. Please note that all the attendees are on mute mode and the webcam is turned off by default. If due to any technical glitch, your webcam is turned on, please turn it off immediately and log out of the system and rejoin the process. If you experience any issue like mixing of audio or a lag, please check your internet connection. Most of your problems will get resolved by simply refreshing your internet connection. In case if you have any queries during the presentation, please type them in the chat tab. Before we move on to the presentation, I would like Sami to say a few words. Over to you, Sami.
Hello, everyone. Even it's like I'm speaking with myself in the room here, and I feel like I'm in the space. But on the other side, I am very happy that the industrial is coming back, and you are welcoming us here and joining us in this presentation. It will be a small presentation because I know people don't like to sit too much in this kind of webinar. Sorry, Ajaya. But the most important thing here that I want to give you, it's about Israel is to test, to see, to touch. This is things you should come to Israel. But what I will do here, I will give you this kind of things to see it during small videos. So I will not talk too much. I will show you more videos. There are a lot of information. You can Google it. You know, Uncle Google know more than me sometimes. But yeah, I want you to feel Israel via small videos and testimonial. And I am very happy that the tourists open again and this industrial coming back. And hope to see you soon in our office in Mumbai or in Israel. Thank you very much for joining us. So can I start the presentation?
Yes, please.
So, okay, let's start going to Israel. To visit Israel, we should fly to Israel. It's a little bit uh, far from here. Why now? But we will have a new we have a new news, good news. I will tell you about it inside the presentation. Meanwhile, to go to Israel, we should fly. So let's go to the next slide and fly to Israel. Please, Agile video action.
singular path, going nowhere and moving fast. So no, it's time to go. Yeah, I go alone. They say body doesn't fall very fast. Moon fall now, looking back. I know these boots find the road. I'm on the road. Blue sky, from truth behind the line. Dark eyes, lost in silver. Come, baby, gotta let me in. Blue sky, find the truth behind the lies. Dark eyes, lost in silver. Come, baby, gotta let me in.
So thank you. Oops. Thank you for flying with us to Israel. As you see, we just flight above Israel, and you can see the acclim and the atmosphere in Israel from the sky. Now we just landed in Tel Aviv, Ben Gurion Airport. We call it Tel Aviv Airport. Ben Gurion Airport is only 10 minutes from Tel Aviv. It's inside Tel Aviv, between Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. So from there, I want to tell you about Israel. Israel is a very small city, as you see, and uh, it's located in the Middle East. In the north, we have Lebanon, Syria, and we have Jordan in the west. In the in the south, we have Sinai in Egypt, and in the west, we have the Mediterranean Sea. Uh, so this is the flag of Israel, as you see, the Magen David, we call it, in blue and white. Why Israel is very important? So this land, let's call the connected land between three main lands: Asia, Africa, and Europe. During the 5,000 6,000 years ago, when people need to move, they just walked, and they must arrive to this land and to walk through this land between Africa to Europe or to Asia, wherever. Not only the people, also birds, when they are in migration from Europe to Africa, they fly above this land. So this land is very rich in heritage, very rich in culture, because of this movement of people and birds. I will show you now. We're talking about, let's say, in the trade time between China for the Silky Way, and between India with the Spices Way. And it's not only, the land, also by shipping. So this guy, if you see the point here, it's like most of this road must come and walk through this special place or special land, which bring Israel to be one of the most important point, I think, in this area. And people, when they are coming, walking there and settle there, they bring their, culture, their food, their music, their clothes, their spices. So all this coming together for a special place that people connecting there, and they giving you more vibe and more history, uh, richest things, because it's different cultures who are settling there and coming together. So this is very special in this area. As I said, it's not only the people who's just walking there, the birds. It's very important for the birds also to fly above land, because they will be tired and they need rest. So the Israel here, as you see, it's in the middle. This is the land where they rest. And I want to show you a video. As I said, I will show you more videos than I'm talking, and then you can understand how deep these things is, to feel these things better than speaking. Ajay, please, can you play the video?
the privilege of having so many different species. It's unheard of in Europe. You'd have to go miles to see the same amount of species.
This is my fourth trip to Israel. Started in 2000, the first Hula Bird Festival, which was a great success.
If they really want to see something special, this is the place to come.
So this was the Hula Lake. It's a place where you can watch the birds. By the way, in this area, it's in the Galilee, and more than 1 million birds start to live there, and they don't want to continue to Africa, and they don't want back to Europe. So this brings a lot of problem for the agriculture in this area. The birds start to eat the seeds there, and it was a huge issue. Then the government decide to start to feed this bird. So every year we feed tons of food they bring there and feeding them. It's a bird center also. It's a very nice place to visit. It's in the Galilee called Hula Lake. Now, things to know before we arriving to Israel. If you know or you don't know, Israel is a very small country and small in people. We are only 9 million people. We divided to, Israel is the land of the creation. It's the place where all the people believe in one God under our prophet Abraham. So 75% are Jewish, 20% Arab, and 5% is other religion, which means they don't have religion, or they are Baha'i, other religion, Druze, Ahmad, but most of the population are Jewish, 74%, as I said. In the 20% Arab, we have other religions, Muslim, Christian, and Druze and Baha'i. It's mixed also. This is the same one. Now about the infrastructure. Usually when you listen that Israel is in the Middle East, some people, I don't know why, they're still asking me if we have camels. It's okay, we have camels, but we don't ride the camels. It's like only tourist attraction. Israel is very, very European country in infrastructure and transportation. Whatever you think about it, is high-tech city. It's not, let's say, if you visit Europe, it's Europe. The streets, the infrastructure, everything there. Our language is two languages. The Hebrew is the language, and the Arabic is two official language. The English and the Russian, we spoke it. Everyone speak English in Israel. Most important thing to understand that the sign in Israel, when you're driving, if you're going and you want to drive, self-drive, all the signs there, it's in English, Hebrew, and Arabic. But you can find a lot of people who speaking Russian, because as I said, it's a place that coming from all over the world, from Europe, from Russia, from Ethiopia, from India even. So you can find people who speak French, Spanish, German, Russian, English, but most of the people speak Hebrew. This is for sure. The Arab and the Jewish, they're speaking Hebrew. So the language, you don't have any problem using English or other language if you like. The time difference now is 3.5 hours India in front. So we are in the winter time. I think in April we start the summer time, so it should be 2.5 hours. And this photo, I like it because it gives us the difference between the north and the south in Israel. As you see in the first, Israel is like coming from up to around 500 kilometers long, and the north is different than the south. And it's okay, you will say to me, yeah, India is the same, the north is different than the south, it's replaced. It's okay, but the point here that Israel is very small and we have a good infrastructure, that this 500 kilometers, You don't need to fly, or it's not take you 2 days to cross it. You can cross this in 5 hours, 6 hours by car. So what I mean here, you can wake up in the morning with snow, and in the evening you just have fun in the sea. So I will show you how's the difference between the Aklim in videos, and you will understand what I'm meaning. Please play the video.
We are here today in the Hermon Mountain, the tallest peak in Israel, more than 7,000 feet of beauty and white snow. Israel, it's not only about desert nor the greenish area around the Galilee. Israel has also the beautiful ski resort up here that you can see surrounding me. And what do we have here? What activities do we get here? We have here, first of all, the cable car taking you all the way up to the peak where you can slide with your skis or with your snowboard. And also for kids, they can come and have the snow slides and the mountain slides and enjoy that beauty in one-day tour up to Hermon Mountain.
Whether you are a visitor or a skier, you can come and try all these adventures here at the ski resort Hermon Mountain. We have few levels of ski lessons for beginners and advanced skiers, and we have few slopes all over the mountain also for beginners and advanced skiers. And even if you are not skiers and you want to come and just see the snow and touch it and play with the kids, you can also come and do these adventures here.
So as we see, this is the north of Israel. It's snow. We have ski site there. And this is top north in Galilee. Between this side to the other side, you will see now, the next one is the video. It's like driving the car in 2 hours. You just drive the car 2 hours, and we will play this video. We'll see how it's different. Please, can you play the video? So it will be like a one-day adventure. You wake up in the morning and you're having your ski and breakfast with the snow. Driving 2 hours, you can reach here hot spring places. And then from this side, you go another 2-3 hours and you reach the Dead Sea, which is desert, and the weather is different. Can you play the video, please? So here we're talking about three different acclaims that you can feel by driving the car in 5 hours. These three acclaims you can feel, but in this area there is five acclaims by the geographic analyzed. But you can feel the difference between these three places by driving the car only five hours driving the car. Now, why we spoke about this acclaims? Because the point here one is to visit Israel. So it's anytime you just buy your ticket and take your plane and come, because it's different. Depend what you are looking for. If you want city or if you want nature, you want ski, you want desert. It's still depend on what are you looking for. So the weather, it will be nice wherever you want to go as your decision. So everywhere, every day, it's welcome to Israel. About our currency, it's shekel, NIS, New Israeli shekel. Today is 1 shekel 23 rupee, and this is the coins. The minimum, we have minimum than this coins, but we don't use it. So 1 shekel in coins. We have also 5 shekels, 10 shekel coins, and the paper is 200 shekel. The largest one is 200 shekel. For payment, why are we talking about currency and payment? Because every store in Israel, they accept the credit card. So if you traveling to Israel, I think from my tips, like when I'm traveling, I use my card. I'm paying by my card instead to convert money. It's more cheap for fees and converting fees. So we use all the cards in Israel, from MasterCard, American Express. As I spoke about the infrastructure, so train connecting the main cities in Israel, all the main cities in Israel connected by train, despite Eilat. But the buses, they can take you and they reach for every point in Israel. When even it's in the desert, you'll still have buses stop there. You can easily travel between the major cities by train, and it's cheap and it's very comfortable and with air condition. You can use the buses, the same thing. It's cheap transportation. The self-drive, it's depend on the car you want to rent. But as I know here, because in India we're using a car with a driver, in Israel it's very expensive. To have a driver and car together, it's very expensive. Sometimes it's around, what not sometimes, this is the prices, it's around 800, $850 per day, that the driver with his car. So if you're going FIT, I think is the most nice things way is using train if you want to travel, or just rent a car, hire a car. To drive in Israel is very easy, and small country also, and with the Waze solution with Google Maps, it's very easy to reach every place in Israel. Now we spoke about the infrastructure and the traveling places. So what about food? Israel, it's as I said before, it's the hub of other culture. With everyone bring his food and music and clothes, so you will find a different, huge variety of foods. Start with vegan, vegetarian, cannibalism, whatever you think about it, we have it. Even that the Israeli is kosher country, like it's Jewish and Muslim, and they don't eat only halal and kosher. We have also pork in Israel. You can find pork, meat. You can find all the seafoods, and we have delicious restaurants doing this. The cuisine is very unique in this area. Vegetarian, veg, Indian restaurant. Whatever you think about this, you will find it there in Israel. It's just you need to ask your DMC or asking Google where to go if you have looking for special food. More than this, I know that from the Indian side, when you are sending groups, sometimes they're sending the chef with them because they like the Indian food. We have Indian restaurant, and we can recommend also when you're visiting the hotels and then to ask for vegan and vegetarian food. They will cook it for you. It's no problem. So the food, it's very easy to get whatever you like there. And the most important thing, I think that you, when you visit a new country, you should test their food. Even it's something strange, but I think the test is how I don't know how to say it in my language. We said wow, it's like something incredible. So please, when you're coming to Israel, you must try also street food like shawarma. It's a meat, but we have chicken shawarma. You can try the falafel, chickpeas, hummus, this is chickpeas, burekas coming with cheese. So there is a lot of different food, street food, that are very, very tasty. With the food coming the wine. Why it's a special wine in Israel? Usually when we're speaking about wine, we're talking about Europe, we're talking about green hills and nice weather. In Israel, we have it the same as you see the weather in the Galilee. We have a lot of winery, private winery in, how to say, like, it's very special winery. It's a boutique winery. And more than this, we have in the desert. We have three grapes that we're growing in the desert. It's a different acclim as you saw in the videos, and the grapes they're growing in salty land. So the taste of the grapes is different. This is first one. The second one would make it more attractive and to understand what's going there with the wine. The archaeology they found seeds uh, 2000 years ago where they use it for the temples and for Qurbani and in religious. So they find these seeds, and the agri system and agriculture and agri high-techs, we have it in Israel. They figure how the researchers they figure how to grow these seeds again. So we having like grapes, seeds of grapes, and now it's plant. We plant it in Israel 2,000 years ago. So this is also unique things that the, the the seeds of these grapes. I will show you a video about the food. Please run the video.
Somebody's calling you and you better run. Oh,
The view from here is incredible. It's looking out into a valley with beautiful olive groves everywhere. Everything comes from the earth and everything is cooked by the people, for the people. It doesn't get much better from a culinary perspective.
My name is Aris Komorowski and I live in the Upper Galilee. I'm a chef and a baker. I used to live in Tel Aviv, but I moved here. It's an holistic experience where you drink the local wines and you eat the tomatoes that grow here. It's nice, it's relaxing, it's not in the city.
You can taste the sunshine, you can taste the land, you can taste where the grapes come from, and it's all contained in one bottle of wine.
We are in the Middle East and we host it in a different way. We open tables.
The area, the culture here, and frankly, the food, which I just completed a great meal. I've never had anything like it, so I think it's an experience that everybody should put on their list.
So this was a little test about the food. So we know Israel. Where is Israel? We need to fly to Israel. So the news that I told you before, okay, I will tell you after that. Now we are having direct flight from Air India 3 times from Delhi to Tel Aviv. It takes like around 7 hours, back 5 hours, depending on the winds. We have connectivity with, after Abraham Accord, we have the connectivity with Dubai, with Emirates, with Bahrain. We have also connection with Turkish Airlines, with Ethiopian. And before pandemic, the Israeli companies, they fly directly from Mumbai. Now for the good news. The good news that Air India going to operate, start to operate 5 flights from Delhi after the 26th of March. So from the next week, they will fly 5 times from Delhi to Tel Aviv. They want to fly also from Mumbai. We're pushing them to fly from Mumbai and Bangalore. So I hope maybe May or June they will start to fly from Mumbai direct to Tel Aviv, and it's around 5 hours flight. And from Bangalore, same, twice per week. We hope this will coming out as soon as possible. We are working and pushing, and I hope this news will come through by 1 2 months. I believe that there is only technical issues and we will pass it. So for connectivity, we are open from all over the sites, you know. Visa, and this is, I know this is the issue, and all the time they ask me about the visa. So let's start like this. Israel visa, it's more easy than the other visa that they're asking for Schengen or for US or other visas. But we still have some issues with the group visa. We thought that if we're doing group visa means after 10, more than 10 travelers, they are traveling to Israel in the same flight, and they are submitted to the DMC in Israel. They should have a group visa with the interior office in Israel. Now, the group visa, usually they are reject some of them. When they reject some of them, it doesn't mean that these people can't have visa. What we're doing now, if your travelers rejected by the group visa from the interior office in Israel, you can contact us and submit the visa as FIT here in Mumbai or Bangalore or Delhi via the IVP visa center. And they will check it here, and if he allowed to have it under the document that he gave and everything is clear and nice application, he will get the visa. There is no issue with getting the visa. Now, as I said, group visa, usually 10 people and more. And these things you need to submit it with the DMC in Israel. He submit this with the interior office in immigration office in Israel. And it's cost like $30 for submission and $9 per person. The FIT visa, or up to 10 people traveling or families or FIT, they should submit the visa here in IVP in the visa center office, and the cost is 2,200 rupee plus 1,500 rupee. I think the administration fees is for the IVP, but the cost of the visa 2,200. And if they really submit all the documents they ask, there is no any prevent to give them the visa. And it took, by the way, 7 days work. Yeah. So if you submit it, it shouldn't take more than, let's say, take the weekend and the IVP send it here, maximum 10 days. This is for the visa. And I know there is a lot of questions about the visa. People reaching us to solve the visa. We are not MFA, we are the tourism side. We are not controlling the visa, but what we can do is helping and pushing the DMC in Israel or the agent here in India to get the visa as soon as possible. Again, when it's real people that want to travel and you check them, and it's not just people who just want to take the visa and to run away, because we have these issues with the Indian travelers that they love to stay in Israel. And I'm not complaining about this, but what will happen that the agent in Israel, they are punished by the government and they have a lot of issues to deal. So they don't like kind of business like this. This is what brings us for these issues with dealing with visa and hard to get it, not because it's clear and clean documents. Okay, so the one who have clear and clean documents, he have no problems for visa, and it's easy visa, and this took, as I said, maximum 10 days for FIT, and for the groups, it's coming from the DMC from Israel. It's like this when it's talking about group visa. By the way, when you are entering Israel, there is no stamp. We have electronic paper coming out like this barcode. This is how look the group visa. You don't need to send passport or anything. You just passport name and the copy of the passport to the DMC in Israel. he submitted for the immigration office, paying the fees, and he got it like this. Now, when we have this group visa, all the groups should come together and live together. And if more than 20% from the group didn't arrive, so nobody will enter. This is the regulation. Okay, so we spoke about Israel in very general information. As I said, I love you to see more videos than I'm talking, but at least I should speak a little bit about Israel. Here I want to show you running some videos to explore the places. We will show you, little bit Galilee, Nazareth, Akko, Jerusalem, Dead Sea. And after that, we will finalize this presentation with a little bit with a promo advertising which was running last year in India. So I hope you will enjoy it. Now I will start to run the videos to show you the places that nice to meet and nice to see, the major places. And we will start, I think, with Jerusalem. By the way, Jerusalem is the capital. Yeah, it's not Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv is the hub, like Mumbai here, but the capital is Jerusalem. So please run the videos. This is Jerusalem. Video, please.
Everything here is so connected and so together. It's like as if everything combines together into this beautiful harmony. Like Jews and Arabs and tourists from all over the world, like Chinese and Australians, all together, something that you cannot find anywhere else.
When we walk in Jerusalem, we feel the story comes alive. 2,000 years ago, the people there walked there around, Jesus walked there around, and now we walk around here. It's very special.
I feel the sky is a bit closer. I feel that it's not just a story from the history books, but it's real and it's alive, and I'm a part of it.
Now, this is what Jerusalem, the beautiful city, I think, in the world. Sorry to say that, because this city is like heritage city, and this heritage city still you can feel this 4,000 years ago. And on the other hand, it's it's a unique and it's a modern city. So both of them, it's like running in the time, traveling in time. You can see the future there. You can see you can see the future. You feel it, and the past and the new city and the old city, all this coming together. It's a vibe that you will not feel it in other places. When you go there, you will understand that. Please run this video.
My name is Maureen Lorty and I'm from Canada. The magical thing about Nazareth is the history, that they can keep things from so long ago that's very important to so many religions. And also that there's so many different religions that can live in one place in harmony and just be brought together with faith and love.
Living in the city of Nazareth, for me, it's very special. It's the place, of course, of the visit of the angel Gabriel to Mary of Nazareth, to Miriam, 2,000 years ago. And it's the birth of Christianity.
In Nazareth, you can find really good food.
Come to Nazareth, the good place.
This was Nazareth, a town in the Galilee. It's especially famous for the pilgrims site. But in the other hand, also you can, as traveling and looking for other cultures, it's very nice to visit there. Please play the other slide.
It's a beautiful city with a lot of nice old buildings. It's good for visiting it by foot.
It's a very beautiful old city with a very rich history. Napoleon was here, the Crusaders were here, everybody's left an imprint on Akko. This is a fabulous place. Yeah, it's very interesting.
You will fall in love with Akko because I did. Its history, its archaeology. Akko is a hidden gem, awaits for your discovery.
Now, this Akko place, I don't know if really people going visiting there. Not most of the, as I know, not a lot going there with their group. But this place is a unique place in Israel, and really it have two cities, one above the other. But the one who's down is like archaeology, is like 2,000 years ago, maybe more, and it's kept in good shape, like still maintenance good, and you can go around there, go down to this city, and the above city, the new life, what make it unique, you know, like Jerusalem, like Akko, the old houses is still old, thousands of years, but people still living there. Just people change. It's not like you're visiting a fort and it's like a museum or something. It's your live museum. You're going there and you're walking there, meeting people, culture of you know, stores is open, the market. It's still the same building, not regular the same, but still, you know, the history about this building is still there, and people living there. So it's a very unique place to visit. And by the way, in Akko also we have the Baha'i Garden for the Baha'u'llah Prophet. So the Baha'i Garden, we have it in Akko and in Haifa. Now we talk about cities and about the culture and about attraction, like, you know, the Dead Sea is very unique place for Israel and Jordan. I will not say only for Israel because it's the middle between us and Jordan. And as you know, the Dead Sea is the deepest place in the world. It's like minus 400 meters under the sea level. What makes it unique is the mineral and the weather, and a lot of people coming there taking like, you know, a rest and health for the lungs, for the skin. So it's very famous place, and most of the travelers who's coming to Israel visiting this site of floating in this area. I will show you a video. Now, Dead Sea is far from, you know, from Jerusalem, only 45 minutes. As I said, it's a small country, and you can travel around very fast. Like Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, let's say airport, Tel Aviv, 10 minutes. Airport, Jerusalem, 25 minutes. Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, 45 minutes. Haifa, Tel Aviv, 50 minutes, you know. Haifa, Akko, 20 minutes. So it's very, very close places. Please run the video. Now, this was to check if you are with me and listening to the presentation, because it wasn't the Dead Sea, it was Tel Aviv. Sorry, there was a mistake, technical mistake. But we about Tel Aviv. So if we show the video about Tel Aviv is, as I said, is the main city in Israel. It's in the middle of Israel, close to the beach, and Tel Aviv and Jaffa together. Jaffa is the old city. Tel Aviv is the new city. But Tel Aviv is known as the financial capital of Israel, the diamond bursa, all the money like Mumbai. Yeah, it's the hub of the Tel Aviv. But and then the Tel Aviv also, it's known as the 24 hours city, the white city. It's like place that you can party all the night, and in the morning you just can drive to Jerusalem for rest in spirit things. You know, Jerusalem is known for a spiritual place. Tel Aviv is the modern city. Now, in Tel Aviv also we host a lot of mics and conference. It doesn't mean that Jerusalem we don't have, or Eilat or Haifa. No, we have. But most of them asking Tel Aviv because it's close to the airport, and this is like a live city, 24 hours. But for mice also we have conference rooms in Haifa, in Jerusalem also, both of them, even in Eilat, which is the north one, close to the border with Egypt. But Tel Aviv, the most exclusive place that people asking and want to come. But I want you to know that Tel Aviv is expensive place, and the hotels also expensive in Tel Aviv. So you need to know about these things. It's not only the desire to be there 4 nights or 5 nights. It's depend in the group. Now we will play the other video, please. I think we need to play now the Dead Sea one. The next one, please. So as you see now, it was the Dead Sea, that was the last one. But after the Dead Sea, we have Eilat, we have a lot of places to show, but we are limited in time. We are more than happy to give assistance and to answer for any question not here. We can do it by emails. You will get our information, emails, details. We can write you back. Me as a director in India and Philippines, our new director of marketing, Amruta, I think she should say something after I'm finishing the presentation. And any questions, any needs, Amruta, maybe now.
Hi, hello everyone. I hope it was a very informative presentation. Sam, you did really well. I think you touched upon all the topics. I see a lot of questions. Few of them I've already answered. And if you have any more questions, please post it live so we can answer them. Just before you start posting the questions, I would like to tell you the DMC list and all the handouts are in another tab, which you can see on your screen under handouts for the list of DMCs, how to apply for visa, our digital brochures, and everything. So kindly go through that and you can download it directly to your computers. And regarding, I think a lot of questions are about the DMCs and the visa. So those things are sorted. If you have any other questions, please do ask us and we are happy to help you.
Now, as I said, we are sorry, Amruta, just to
Yes.
finish them there, and then we're coming back. So here, me and Amruta's our office in Mumbai, we doing like marketing agreement with agency. We sending FAM, as I saw people asking about FAM for influencer, for bloggers. Yes, sure. We're doing in-house presentation. If you would like us to come to training the agent, to training your customer, we will be more than happy. Advertising material, if you ask us, we have a website. You can enter the website. I think we will send all this in the email. Yeah, we will send it attached in the email. And we are here only to give you the and to help and to give you our again what we can do for sure. So I want to finish with advertising that we run it during the last year, I think, and it's very, very, from my side, I like it because it's really give you to understand the connection between the history, between the stone and the soul. So please just see it, and then we will spoke with Amruta because she should say something and she want to say something. Otherwise, why we pay her money? So please, please run the video.
On most vacations, you take a trip. But in Israel, you'll take a journey you'll never forget, where you experience things so extraordinary, they change you in real and unexpected ways. From the inspired to the inspiring, the humble to the truly humbling, the transfixing to the transcendent. Here you'll find a true crossroads of the world, where people come to learn, laugh, connect, and immerse themselves in a country with thousands of years of recommendations. No matter which other destinations are on your list, what you see, touch, and feel in Israel, you'll never experience anywhere else. Begin your journey to Israel now.
So this was our presentation and small bite about Israel. And as I said, we are here to assist and to give you any answers you want. And please, Amruta, you can continue, sorry.
We have polls for people who have attended fully the presentation. Please answer your polls. We will post it now. And I think, Ajay, are we ready to post it? Okay, I think people can see and you need to answer. The display will be in some time. So what's the capital of Israel? Is it Jerusalem or Tel Aviv? We will wait for 30 seconds. No? So people still answered 34% that it's Tel Aviv. So, I mean, people are not paying attention to your presentation.
Yeah, I see. Let's say it 4 times.
Well, can we pose the next one? And if you all are answering this question, I would like to know, at least someone to type, why there are two differences in time. Why? Can anyone tell why is there a difference in time? 47, not even 50%, Savi. You're on mute. You're on mute.
I say it's okay, 65%, but maybe in chance, no?
No, 45%. 65 is the number of people who have replied. 45%. Daylight savings. It's because of the daylight savings, the time difference. Next. Next poll, please. What's the difference between north to south?
Remember, guys, it was mentioned in Sammy's favorite image from the presentation.
Yes, that's his favorite part. This, Sammy, your favorite image, everybody understood. It's 85% positive. Nice.
I think we are ready to move to the next poll. Is that okay, Amruta?
Yes.
So Sammy also spoke in detail about this. So you guys can answer now according to the current status.
Did we finish all the polls?
We have one more.
One more. Okay.
And it is one of the key highlights of the presentation.
Yes.
And
This is
Sammy
what
highlighted.
a lot of questions people have.
Right.
Can we start the poll?
So please pay attention to this particular poll question because it only asks about a half of the information which Sammy had clearly mentioned.
Yes. I think we're done with the polls, right?
Yeah, I guess people also heard what Sammy said.
I think that was the most important part of his presentation. What is the visa fees and how to apply?
Right.
About money in the end.
Absolutely. So before now with this, I would like to end this closing of the poll sessions, and then we can move to the Q&A session. So please feel free to add as many as queries in the Q&A tab. Amruta and Sammy will pick and choose from the questions that have been posted there, and they will try to announce the answers if possible directly here rather than typing, so that everyone can listen to their solutions.
There are some questions which are already posted. I would read out some of them, but let me not pick the names. But I see someone's written that there's a group of 15 passengers and they have problems with the hotel in Bethlehem. Bethlehem doesn't come under us, so we'll not be able to answer. And if the client is staying in Tel Aviv, yes, you need to contact the DMC since it's a group. Anything above 10 people is a group, so you'll have to contact your DMCs to get it done. Any other questions people are having? I'm just going through some. Ajay, will you be sharing the presentation with people? Because that is the most questions people have posted.
If it's all okay with you, I can share the presentation.
Yes.
In the post follow-up email.
Okay. No problem. It's for people.
Yeah.
It's mentioned that not all Dead Sea places are clean as shown in the video. Please guide on different places on Dead Sea. Sammy, you want to add to that?
What was the question? Sorry.
It says not all Dead Sea places are clean as shown in the video. Do you want to share some different places in the Dead Sea?
I think I don't know which side of Dead Sea he was, but in Israel everything is clean. It's clean country, and if you want to bid on it, let's go now to Dead Sea and see. No, every place is, especially the tourist places in Israel, is very clean. Even it's not the tourist place. Israel is a very clean country, and Abuta, you already visit, and you know what is meaning Israel.
I can vouch for it, and there are people who we have sent on fam. People have visited. It's really clean. Like you can sleep on the roads if people don't have problem, and that's how clean it is. The next question someone's requested, is there any separate visa for agriculture group tour? Group tour is group tour. You just have to mention properly why they're going, and the documents are very less compared to the FIT visas. And it's considered a group tour if it is more than 10 people. Doesn't matter which segment or which sector.
Harish is asking from paper visa. So yeah, you can ask for paper visa, but you need how you say a reason why you are asking for paper visa. You need to write a letter, and this letter goes to the MFA in Israel. They will check it. If they allow, they will give you a paper visa. It can be, yes, but it depends on the reason that you're asking for.
Honestly, it's very, very, very difficult. Reason being, the reasons given are we do not want it on the passport. Why is not never mentioned. This is what we have experienced. You have to mention why, and if you say about Gulf countries, Dubai, not valid anymore. So pick your reasons why you want that, and we can check. There's one question which says, what are the restrictions for tourists or any other terms and conditions? Do's and don'ts, please list out. There are no do's and don'ts. Like, if, as he mentioned, like in Jerusalem, you are advised to dress modestly. You cannot show your elbows, cover up, like modest dressing. That's it. Rest of the country is extremely, extremely free. You can do whatever you want.
Every place is free in Israel to wear whatever you like, but holy places, yeah, in holy places you should be like covered. But in the street you can walk as you like. Nobody will ask you why. How many days before we can apply for visa? As I said, for FIT, you should apply in IVP center, and this took like maximum 10 days, 14 days. This is the maximum. It's take here in the consulate 7 days, but because it's have weekends and it's coming from IVP, the courier, so yeah, 10 days I would say. For the group visa, as soon as possible is better, because if someone rejected from the group visa, he should submit as FIT in the consulate.
On personal appearance on visa application, do we need to visit personally for the visa, or a third party can do it? No, the IVP is a third party consultant, so you need to apply via IVP. You do not have to visit unless you are called for an interview. If there are some discrepancies in the documents or they need more clarity, the IVP will inform you that you're supposed to come for an interview. Only then you're supposed to visit. Otherwise, no.
Now, Hare Krishna, about sold out Israel. Honestly, there is a big demand on Israel this year. It's a huge demand. And yes, in January, we tried to have hotels in May and June for Autocar. Our friend, we asked for 10 rooms. We start to help them, but unfortunately, it was sold out. And yeah, it is solding out, but you still find here and there. I am sure because you know how they're buying the hotels rooms. Some agent have more rooms, or you still have. I am sure, but yeah, it's a lot of demand.
Okay, someone's mentioned, can you mention the price for FIT visa? I think it's already done. Where should we apply? Last time we had asked for 3,000 INR to be paid in cash by the IVP. Honestly, if the IVP is charging, we have no idea. We know what the visa fees are and what they are charging. Please go to our website, which is israelvisa.in. You will have all the details, and that is what exactly you're supposed to pay.
Yeah, our visa Amruta is 2,200 rupee, but I
Yes.
think the IVP also charging for their.
Services. No,
Yes.
he's saying 3,000 in cash was asked. So I'm just reading that question. So that is something we don't know. Whatever is in the website, please check. Even their fees are mentioned in the website. So you need to check the website before you make any payments. Please give us a reliable DMC. The DMCs are in the handout. Reliable, they all work. People who work with the Indian market are mentioned there.
And we have a question about incentive to groups. As we said, we have marketing agreement. You can contact Amruta and ask about the agreement marketing. We can do it with the agency, but again, it's about business to business. Then we need numbers of packs you send. There is a formula to do this, but yeah, we have incentive. Hare Krishna is very
Congratulations.
active. Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations in October. We will see. Please send us the details. We'll be happy to see.
Yeah, please contact us directly. Spoke with Amruta. We will talk about incentive. We have
Yes.
something. Yeah.
Yes. Is Majish says normally we are used to hear that Israel visas are restricted for some religions. Is there a way to visit visa? I am not sure about what the question means, but I'm assuming that you wanted to communicate that the visas are restricted to religions. No, you need to just any person who can provide the proper documents listed on the website, you can go.
My friend, it's not about religion. It's about your background. If you are really having the money to visit Israel, if you don't want to run away, it's not about religion. Maybe about security, it's something else. You know, some people they are don't know what they want to come to do. But again, it's about your background. Most of the thing, economic background, they will check.
So Johnson wants to ask, share all the visa types and documents required. Everything is in the website. It's www.israelvisa.in. Under this website, you will have all the details. What document, what type of visa, how much is it valid, can you get multiple entry, single entry, depending on what, everything, all the details. From Kolkata, how to apply for visa. You have a IVP center in Kolkata for Israel Visa Processing Center in Kolkata. So you can apply via them.
And about the currency, as I said, it's a new Israeli shekel. For me, it's better, if you're asking me as a traveler, it's better to pay with the credit card than to convert from rupee to dollar, from dollar to shekel. Use your credit card. Everywhere they will take credit card in Israel. Credit card, debit card in Israel. But shekel is our currency.
Multiple entry visa procedures, please. Okay, for multiple entry, you will have to mention what kind of multiple entry. Is it within the same tour? Like if you're planned a 10 days tour and you have in and out of the country, so you'll have to mention it when you're submitting for the visa. If you're asking for multiple entry over the course of time, I think you have to have first visa, which is just one single entry, and then once you're back, then you can apply for a multiple entry. Only then. But as we said, visa is not our forte. We still have the consulate and the embassy to do it. We can facilitate, and if you have any more questions, we can get those things answered for you. You have our email ID to make a note of it, and you can write to us directly in case you need any other assistance.
I'm standing in our slide where is Amruta's email. Please be free to mail her.
Very particular that the emails be directed to me.
Yeah, not me, Amruta.
Yes, okay. Send emails to me. Okay, someone's asked it. I mean, this is a very good question. What's the difference between Dead Sea in Israel and Dead Sea in Jordan?
Believe me, there is no difference. Both of them are dead. There is no difference. The same Dead Sea, but then the only thing is different is the hotels, the atmosphere, the weather, the look is the same.
Okay, I thought you wanted to say that Dead Sea from Israel is much better.
Beauty
Because I
lies
can't
in
see
the
it.
eyes of the beholder.
If I say this, then they said, Israel pay me money because this I'm saying this.
Because I guess they will say it to me because if I have to do anything for Jordan. Okay, next question, please.
If they want to apply for visa and you can apply it, but not in India. You should apply it in the consulate in the embassy in Dubai, Dubai or Abu Dhabi. Here there is someone say that the Dead Sea in Jordan they don't have mud like Israeli side. This is a big difference. See. I think the IVP, we should, Amo, right in the IVP center, they have everywhere places, but I think they have 18 centers.
We will send you guys under
From the IVP, yeah.
Okay, now that you guys have, okay, I think we are done with most of the questions and we're touch based on a lot of things. If anything else is needed, please do contact us. But would you want, how was the presentation? Would you want any more information, different kind of presentation required? Please type that so that we understand. So next time what to plan, because this is a very generic touch base on everything that Israel has to offer. Now, if we have to be specific, whether it has to be mice, whether it has to be some segment related or something else, to let us know based on the number of people, what they want to say, we will go with that. I think we give it a minute or so.
So there's a question here about the migration of the birds. So it's between October, November, and March, April. It's when they are coming from Europe, they're coming and back. It's March, April, and then October, November.
The same time when Indians want to go out of the country.
Yeah.
Holiday season. So do you have a Israel specialist program? No, we don't have currently, but we are in talks with the company to finalize a program. We might have it soon, maybe by August or September of this year, to have a specialist program. Yes.
About the agriculture tourism presentation, yeah, we can arrange for you. We did it before, and we can do it again. It's our job, but then we need the audience and how you want to contact. Please contact Amruta and deal with it. We will arrange. Yeah, Amruta, you are the marketing one.
Yes, I did not. I'm just smiling.
You're gonna stay here. I'm going home.
And bring regular groups to visit. Thank you, Janelle. Glad that you liked it. Can you send
Sammy and Amruta, do you have any more questions that you would like to take up?
I think we've tried to scroll through every question that we could. If
Yeah.
there are anything specific, they can write to us or they can send it via you, whichever way. And I think we are okay.
I think
Okay.
we are done.
Okay, great. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Sami and Amrita, for answering all the questions, going through all the things that one can explore in Israel and the ways and means to reach there. Thank you for the audience for listening patiently and answering and asking questions and also giving suggestions. In case if you guys have any more queries, please feel free to write to them directly. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you, Sami, Amrita, and Israel Tourism. Until we see you guys next time.
Thank you very much.
So much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.